Secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more worried about the
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? It's Jordan Riley here with Riley Jordan, and this is Shut the Fuck Up and Listen, episode 1. So this is my new podcast that will be released on probably YouTube. I'll probably release these podcasts. So yeah. So today I'm going to be talking about console collecting and video game collecting in general. I'm really going to focus more towards the console side of things today, but I'm sure we'll get into games at one point. So I collect consoles and just video games in general, but I really started with consoles. I didn't really get into the games for the consoles until a little bit after I bought each one. So I'm going to start with my older consoles, I guess I'll start with Nintendo. So I own a Nintendo Entertainment System, the Model 1, aka Toaster, aka pretty much everyone knows it as the Nintendo Entertainment System. I am looking into buying the NES, I guess Model 2 almost. The top loader one, I think that it look nice in my collection. And then I have I guess I'm going to get into Nintendo a little bit more, because the NES is one of my favorite consoles right now. And I say right now because it could change. If I start finding a lot of good games for, say, the Sega Genesis, that'll probably become my new favorite system. But right now, I only have one game on the Sega Genesis I really enjoy, and that's Miss Pac-Man. And that's really not a Genesis title. But, yeah, so I'm going to get into Nintendo. Nintendo, when I first got it, I didn't really like it, because all I had was NES Play Action Football, which, if any of you have ever played it, sucks complete ass. And it took me so long to actually score my first touchdown in this game. Only reason I keep it is because I'm going for a full NES set. And then after that, I got, this is when I really started liking Nintendo, which you guys can be like, oh, obviously, because everyone likes Nintendo because of that. I got my first Super Mario game I ever bought, which was Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt multi-cart type thing. I don't know if you want to call it a multi-cart, because most people refer to multi-carts as, like, reproduction carts that have, like, 80 games on it and whatnot, but yeah, it's a Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt cartridge that came with, like, every NES ever. So, I picked that up. It's a pretty cheap game. It's under $10. It's really fun. I haven't got to play Duck Hunt on this particular cartridge. I've played Duck Hunt before, but that's besides the point. And that's really when I started liking Nintendo. I started liking Nintendo so much that I've now devoted my collection to it. I've now bought the Nintendo 64. I don't really know if I should say that that's when I first started liking Nintendo, because I liked the GameCube back when it was popular. GameCube was one of, if not the first console I've ever owned. It's either that or the PS2. So that's why those two, I have the ones from when I was a kid. So my PS2 is in pretty rough shape, but my GameCube, good old GameCube, it's in pretty good shape. I still have the memory card or stick, whatever you want to call it, in it from when I was a kid. So I have some saves on there along with the PS2. And yeah, so I don't really like the N64 too much. I have a very small library of games for it. And I'll actually read those titles off to you for N64. N64, it's Scooby-Doo, Classic Creep Cappers. At least that's how I think you pronounce it. WWF Warzone and WCW/NWO Revenge. Reason I have those wrestling games is because they're cheap, and because I was gonna start collecting more N64 games, which I might, because most of the games are pretty cheap. You could probably get a full set for around 2,000. My opinion, I could be completely wrong. For Nintendo though, I really do like the Nintendo Entertainment System. Sure, it doesn't work all the time, but it's really fun. I have now purchased other Nintendo related stuff, such as a Super Mario Brothers pillow. I guess that's how they classify it. I would consider it a plush toy, but it's marketed as a pillow. It's gonna be a pretty uncomfortable pillow, but I've bought a Mario amiibo, not the Smash Brothers one, the Super Mario amiibo that works for Mario Party 10. So yeah, I do hope to buy more amiibos in the future. They're really... When I heard about the amiibos, I was like, Nintendo could do this either way. I didn't really give a shit at the time because I wasn't into Nintendo at all. I was always a 360 type of person. I had the Wii. I don't have the Wii currently. I've had the Wii. That was a console. That was like the first console I ever got for Christmas, I think. Christmas, I think 2007, 2008. I said Santa, I want a Wii. And I got one that Christmas. I fucking hated the thing. I actually, like, the only game I ever had on it, surprisingly, is M&M's go-kart racing, which is like, it's like Mario Kart with, like, M&M's instead of Nintendo characters. But when I heard about the Amiibos, I was like, Nintendo could go either way with this. They could make really detailed, really cool Amiibos, or they could make cheaply built, not cool looking Amiibos, and they came out with really cool looking Amiibos. I'm probably gonna stick to the Mario Party ones because I don't really like the way the Smash Brother ones look. I might pick up like the Pikachu one and the Bowser one. They look okay. So I'll probably pick them up. They look, you could put them like a lot of places and they're gonna look cool. So that's why I like Amiibos now. I bought my first one, which is the Mario one, probably around a week ago now. So moving on to NES games. I just currently buy, if it has a good, nice label, if it's just a clean cartridge in general, I'll buy it for NES games currently. My current collection consists of 6 games. Or no, 5 games. So I'll read those games off to you. 6, I guess, if you're counting Mario and Duck Hunt. So the Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt cartridge, RoboCop, really nice cartridge for RoboCop, and then Mission Impossible, NES Play Action Football, and Spy Hunter. These games for games I really like, I could probably pick out 3 out of the 5. That would be Super Mario. I'm going to count Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt as 2 different games, even though it's all on one cartridge, because they are 2 different games. So I could pick 4 out of the 6 games I like, out of the 6 games I have that I like, which would be Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt, RoboCop, and Spy Hunter. Mission Impossible I do not like, and as I said, NES Play Action Football sucks ass. So yeah, Spy Hunter is really fun though. I like that. That's pretty much it for Nintendo. I do have like the NES Advantage, the joystick, like the main joystick Nintendo released. I have that. I have like some Nintendo controllers. I have one that I either have to fix or return because I bought it at a gaming store. That's an official Nintendo one that I bought and it wasn't working. And then I have a one that I just fixed actually, a replica, like a newer one. I forgot who makes it, I'll tell you. The Tomy, I don't fucking know the name. Controller. I think it's like the main like replica controllers they make now. So moving on to Genesis. I'm gonna slowly stop talking about games now, because I'm gonna save that for another episode. So Genesis. I currently, for console-wise, I have the Genesis Model 2, which is like the Genesis I believe most people have. I'll probably pick up a Model 1 if I can find a nice one. The thing with the Model 1, though, is there's a piece that's missing on, like, all of them. And I don't like that. It makes the console look bad. It makes it look less sleek. I don't even know what it's for. It looks like a cart, like the bottom of a cartridge. It's on the side. So, I want you guys to call this. I never get the time to call it. I want you guys to tell me in the comment sections below if the Sega hotline is still, like, if it's still active. I don't believe it is. I really highly doubt it is. There's almost no reason why Sega would still have that number. But the number is 1-800-USA-SEGA. So, yeah, I have the Model 2. The smaller one. I might try to get the... Actually, no, because it says 3. I might try to get the Model 3 one. I don't know. I am interested in it. It's kind of cool. And that's pretty much it for the Genesis. I guess since I'm already talking about Sega, I'll move into the Sega Dreamcast. So Dreamcast I picked up at a local gaming store for $30 or $40, and I think I could like it a lot. There are a lot of really big titles that it shared with the PS2, and I think I could really get into it. It sounds like it's a really cool system. I don't know if it makes a difference. I don't know if there was one that was released that didn't have Windows CE on it, but I have the Windows CE one, just a plain white Sega Genesis that most people have that have Sega Genesis. I think when Microsoft didn't contact them until a few months after the release. It was either a few months after the release or a few months before the release they contacted them. And I said I was going to start moving away from talking about games, but the only game I have for it is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, which is a good game, but I don't know if it belongs on the Dreamcast. Now I guess I'll start talking about N64. I already kind of talked about it a little bit, but I have a gray N64, model number NUS 001. So this is the like original normal one. So yeah, it's okay. I mean, there are some big titles on it that I want to check out, but currently I don't really like it. I guess I should that's pretty much it for cartridge-based consoles. I guess since I have less to talk about it, I do have the original Xbox. I wanted it all of my childhood to play one game on and one game only, and that would be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I do have that now, so just clear that out. I have the Halo Edition, which goes for about $100 unboxed on eBay, unless it's gone up. I paid 80 or 90. I paid 80 for it at my local gaming stash. My local gaming store. I was gonna try to use a big word, but I can't. I picked that up for 80. People probably be like, oh, if you could sell it for 100, I would sell it. But guys, it's only 20 bucks. I did play it a lot when I first got it, which was probably maybe a month ago now. I picked that up for $80 and I enjoyed it a lot at first. It works perfectly. It's a really clean console, which most consoles at this store are really clean, I've noticed, and most of their cartridges for the NES are really nice. They don't really have bad cartridges. I don't even know if they accept them. So yeah, I have 5 games on the Xbox. I'm not going to get into them. They'll probably be in a future video. So I'm going to move on to the PlayStation 1. I actually have 2 PlayStation 1s. I have the normal gray one, and then I have the PS1, which is the PSX, I think, in Japan, or whatever. Find the model number. Model number SCPH-101. And this is a really cool console. It's really small. It's really kind of cheaply made. If you press the eject button, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if you want to call it eject, though, because it's not running on a motor. So press it, the top pops open. If you press that the wrong way, the thing won't close until you fix it. It's supposed to have a screen to it. I don't have the screen. I actually paid $20 for it at my local gaming store. Well, I actually bought that at a gaming store. It's not so local. It's in the state, though. I picked it up there for $20. And I have the PS1, the normal one. Really nice. And I actually had a memory card. PS1 memory card stuck into my PS2 for a while. So I actually had the memory card for it. So that was cool. So that I bought at my local one, my local gaming store. The one I bought the PS1 at, ONE. When I bought the gaming store I bought that at, it's the same name as my local one, but it's just like a different location. And I don't think they really work with each other either. But yeah, it's called Game Exchange actually. If you guys ever been there. There's a lot in Texas. I know that much. There's a lot in Texas. So I picked that up at the normal gray one. Picked that up for $20 at my local Game Exchange. And with the PS1, the PSONE, the small one with having screen, I got the PS1, the PlayStation 1 controller that has the joysticks. So I got that with that. So they go for like $10 in the store. So it was pretty much like a $10 console. Because I wanted that controller to play Gran Turismo 2 with. Haven't played it yet though. And for that I have 2 games. Those games consist of Jet Moto and Gran Turismo 2. Jet Moto, my dad actually bought because he used to play it. I don't know why, but he used to play it. I'm wondering why we don't see like a modern Jet Moto game, because it's designed by Sony Interactive Studios America. Single track. I guess now it's time to talk about PS2. PS2 I played the fuck out of as a kid, and it was just, I was like earlier trying to keep everything clean, and I just remembered the show is called Shut the Fuck Up and Listen. So I can't really keep it clean unless I change the name. But I don't know, I'll keep it somewhat clean just not to piss anyone off, but the PS2 I currently have, I am pricing at $0.00 because it will never be for sale. I will never sell it, and I hope to never lose it, because this console, I played the fuck out of a kid. I'm surprised it still works. Got mad dust in it. The USB ports don't work anymore, but that's okay with me because I played the fuck out of it as a kid, and I love it, and I enjoy playing it, and I hope to play it a lot more. Kind of mistreated it for a while. I haven't played it. Just remember where you come from, kids. Remember where you come from. So, guys, that's pretty much it for this episode. Console collecting. I'm currently not counting the 360 as console collecting because it's a pretty modern console. Sure, it was released in, I think, 2005, maybe, or 2005, I think. It was released. I have the Skylanders edition, which is a white 360 Slim. So it's pretty cool. I like it. And I guess next time I'll talk about video games in general a lot more. Video game collecting, because the games are what makes up the collection, because anyone could have all the consoles. It just depends on how many games you have. I've bought all my consoles for around maybe $200 or so. I bought them a little bit over, no more than $300. I bought all my consoles for, if you're counting what the PS1 goes for, which I guess I could, and counting what the GameCube goes for. So yeah, guys, my name's Jordan Riley, and I was about to say my name's Jordan Riley. This is the Riley Jordan, but my name's Jordan Riley, and this is Shut the Fuck Up and Listen. And I hope you shut the fuck up and listen, because I'll see you next week with episode 2. So yeah, my name is Jordan Riley, and this is Shut the Fuck Up and Listen. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode? Do you call podcast episodes? If you do, hope you enjoyed episode 1 of Shut the Fuck Up and Listen. I will be back next week for episode 2. In the meantime, you guys can go and watch the trailer that I made to the channel, which link will be in the description below. And I'm sure I'll make videos this week that you guys can watch. And yeah, hope you enjoy. My name's Jordan Riley, and I am the Riley Jordan.